conspiracy theories, tomorrow's headlines. Most are still asleep and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me, just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out.
Hello. Welcome everybody to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I am your host, Joseph Daniel Pena. It is episode 278. Man, we are feeling great today. Hope you guys are having a blast. It is March 17th, 2026. Things are looking strange out here. It's like, Stranger Things. Seems like that show is a pretty good description of the times that we are in, and it seems like we don't know what the world is. Nobody knows. Is this like a world filled with demons, filled with aliens? Is it just a world like controlled by these archons? Is it like a matrix? Is this just all fucking bullshit from these elites? What is the purpose of what is going on, right? It seems like we're suffering, they're winning, and a lot of people just can't get a clear understanding of why. I mean, everybody just has that question. Anyways, hey, like, subscribe, share, tell everybody around this is going down. If you guys could, please go donate over to Cash App, PayPal, or buy me a coffee to 509 Divine Pines, and I will give you a shout out. Just got to put in the notes for podcast support, whatever you want to do. And thank you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this. So today's topics are war in the Americas, Kharg Island, this Nördlingen sword, and a few more. So just enjoy that. I got them dialed up, ready to go. Let me get over there. Yeah. Doing my business. Hope you guys enjoy the sun as it is out now for most of wherever you are, I guess, here in America. Speaking of Americas, you guys see this? The Shield of Americas. This picture right here is real. I know this looks like some gay superhero picture, but this is real. This is the new Shield of America's team. So like, think of like people, politicians, whatever. They want to be superheroes. They want to be the greatest, the best, the protectors of the Americas, the good guys. Yeah, full of shit, whatever, right? I guess. So we got Donald Trump, Kamala I actually don't want to read all these names. I'm going to butcher them. So I'm just going to read what countries they are from. Trinidad and Tobago, Paraguay, Dominican Republic, Bolivia, El Salvador, Argentina, Panama, Guyana, Honduras, Costa Rica, Chile, Ecuador, So all of those nations banded together to create this super gay shield. And what their goal is combat trafficking and terrorism and narco terrorism. And I mean, like, don't they fund it? But whatever. The power of drug cartels over much of Latin America is destroying and creating national security risks for the United States. And for that reason, we welcome this uh shield of America, right? This is what this reflector blog is saying. The March 7th Security Summit in Florida with a number of Latin American presidents is the fruit of an important pivot in the United States' attention toward the region. But it also raises questions. Trump's initiative, the Shield of Americas, offer a more resolute approach to the cartel problem than the Biden administration's thin root causes strategy. 12 Latin American and Caribbean leaders joined Trump with 17 countries as part of this coalition. Notably absent were the leaders of Colombia, Mexico. Both countries should consider strengthening ties with the U.S. We know that many Mexicans, exhausted from the terror of the cartels, are willing to accept more help. A New York Times report from the state of Sinaloa showed residents were willing to entertain a U.S. attack against the groups if it could let them live in safety. Whoa. We don't want to see large numbers of U.S. troops in Latin America, but deeper cooperation to target cartels is necessary. And Colombia and Mexico have increased their cooperation with the United States recently. But the administration needs to be more consistent. Maduro is in prison, and Trump also pardoned a convicted drug lord from the former Honduran president, Juan Orlando Hernandez. Meanwhile, the United States continues to cause unethical strikes on alleged drug smuggling boats. So there's a lot of controversy with what's happening, right? So over the last year, we've been seeing this major push for, I don't know, controlling the Americas, stabilizing the region, you know, getting rid of the bad guys, as they would say, whatever. But with it, they've been targeting supposed terror cells, but they've been also bombing boats, and people think that they're innocent. There might be innocent people on those boats, and I kind of think there might be innocent people on those boats too. And it's kind of a gray line of like, you know, what's happening over there in the Middle East on both sides. Everyone, like, whenever war goes on, it sucks because, like, yeah, there will be a bomb that hits the target and gets everyone that they needs to, and then there will be another bomb that completely doesn't, and it doesn't take out people it needs to, you know. So it takes out people that it doesn't need to. Whatever, you get my point. So it's rough. I don't support this the bombings and strikes on these boats first and foremost, but the Pentagon would be their representation is: we are taking divisive action to confront narco terrorists who have long inflicted terror, violence, and corruption on citizens throughout the hemisphere. And this is a joint operation with Ecuador. So Ecuador and America are going to Colombia, and they actually have boots on the ground right now. They are trying to take out some of these narco cartel terrorist factions, I guess. Currently, right now, there are boots in the ground. So this is a live, ongoing war. To continue on with this war down here in South America, currently, it is called Operation Southern Spear. So the U.S. Navy nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz, is heading down for one last deployment very, very quickly, right? It's just it's almost like with all this Middle East stuff going on, quick, get everybody's attention over there, and then bam, actually do some more operations down south, closer to home. Man, this is pretty close to home. It's only like half a continent away in a sense. Whew. The USS Nimitz has spent the past several months moored at Naval Base Kitsap Bremerton in Washington State, where maintenance crews have been completing inspections and repairs on the aircraft. The 97,000-ton nuclear-powered vessel finished a scheduled maintenance cycle in 2024, allowing engineers to examine propulsion systems, radar equipment, and flight deck infrastructure that have operated for nearly 5 decades. These procedures are intended to keep the ship fully mission capable during its final period of service. So, fun fact about the USS Nimitz is this craft was responsible for the Nimitz video, where one of the pilots, or one of the ship commanders or ship personnel, or one of the guys from the military, recorded and saw, a UFO, and it was on this craft. So just a fun UFO lore. This craft got history. This warship. I think in some essence, there's secret technologies on these warships that they don't tell us. So I wonder what they're really sending it down for, as far as like what they're gonna use: sonar, radar. They're gonna use a mini submarine nuke. What's their exact plan? This vessel is powered by 2 A4W nuclear reactors. Ooh, man. So it's a pretty strong, big vessel. Powerful. The retirement of the ship marks the gradual transition toward the newer Gerald R. Ford class aircraft carrier fleet. These vessels introduce updated technologies such as electromagnetic aircraft launch systems, redesigned flight decks, and improved power generation. And if I'm correct, these Gerald R. Ford class and some maybe after, so the newer ones have like laser weapons and EMP type like devices to like shut down other technologies from its area. So like EMP rate, like it's pretty fascinating, the technologies I've seen. They're using some type of shielding. So just like the Iron Dome, some of these ships have these crazy shieldings. It's not just anti-missile, but it's like they're using electromagnetic defense system. Next, Pentagon says lethal boat strikes in the South America are just the beginning. That is bad news. Bad news. That kind of sucks, like big time. 1 minute while I get this up. So a webpage glitched that I just had. So what you guys can do is watch a commercial.
Gonna go far, that's what we on the run for, go hard. Sipping gin while we sitting, spitting those bars. Getting rich, got a vision, get the show cards. Lot of money laying around cause we go hard, always go hard. Spitting fire, see the sonar, hope they resonate with the vibe. Feel like Mozart, really I'm alive in my soul, feel like Mozart. That's what hoes are, too explosive so I show art. Yeah, I make art, sad to see people with no heart. I work to replace all of the negative, I go far with it. I'ma show all of these bitches, no complaining if you with it. Don't you dream me, see the vision, need my energy, the mission. Really take all my precision, every single day I picture where I'll be the day we get it. Feed the brothers, feed the fam, I don't really give a damn. I don't wanna get famous, I wanna lend a hand. Give the cash and rubber bands to the people always standing on my side, always down the ride, say I planned it. I'm the guy, life is supersized on the planet. In my mind, I don't gotta try, I already have it. I'll be doing damage, I was born a savage. In my mind, I already died, living lavish. Living is a state of mind, be glad if you have it. Living in a simulation, be patient to grab it. Universe will bring it to you if you ain't an average. If you live an average, then Satan's bound to manage your life. I'm just trying to tell you, if you gonna roll the dice, gamble in your life instead of living precise. I ain't perfect, but I'm gonna earn it. No, it don't concern anybody but my person. Lesson that I learned is that people are gonna burn. Anything you do, they gonna pay the price. Nothing nice come in life for the dipshits. They just wish shit, never gonna manifest it. Never catch me resting, short-term blessings. I just want my brain to work so I can write my next hit. Ignite the blessings, manifest my life, never question a moment in my life. I be knowing that it's meant to be, this my destiny. All the rest of my life really history. The day that I'm finally gone, they'll be missing me. Your position be the reason that I'm gone. 200 songs done, I've been on the run. I ride a wave, make a way, I'm the one. I stay the same, but I'm changing a ton. Rearranging my brain for the gains through the sun. I've been absorbing the light, I could say that I won. At least I'm conscious of what I'm doing, praying a ton. Relay all the information, staying patient with the shit. I write a hit just to get through all the shit. I ain't a bitch, so I'll make it. I ain't dealing with a prick, I'm finna take over the game. Really, I'm getting in, I'm really glad that you're here to witness it. I'm about to fix entire rap game. You could call it magic like a trick. Classic with the way I spit it. They be clapping when it hits. I be snapping on this shit. I've been rapping, feeling lit. I'm
Yo, 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 we are back. All right, man. Well, South America is getting its boots wet. Over in the Middle East, it seems like they are already knee deep in shit. And so the next move would be bombing Forbidden Island of Kharg. This small island, less than the size of Lakshadweep, was bombed by the U.S. on Friday in what Donald Trump has called the heaviest bombing raid in the region in history. So this Kharg Island is a restricted area controlled by Iran. Iran has had a lot of oil export flowing through this area. It is so restricted to military and government personnel only. There isn't much known on exactly who or what is going on there because of how restricted it is. So this is their secret commando base. It's guarded by Iranian IRGC commandos. It is a very strange island in the middle of the Persian Gulf. So just a couple 100 miles off, or maybe about 100 miles off or less. So it's a very strange island. And in order to go ahead and push on Iran, the next step America would take, hypothetically, would be to take this island and use it to their advantage, especially since Kuwait, Riyadh, Bahrain, and all these different places have already been destroyed. America needs a new base. Well, they're going to try to take one. Very strange. Things are happening quick. And America has been dragged into a war it cannot pull out of now. But what it can do is rotate sides. I think the only true advantage is to stop sending all of our money and stop supplying war efforts to the funny hat people, to those six-sided star people. Yeah. If America can, start getting along with Russia more than they are with Israel, then yeah, we can go in a better place. We can survive the future. But currently, America is like a rabid dog out there in the Middle East, just straight rabid, attacking, harming, not giving a fuck. Next up at 34,000. Oh shit. 3,400-year-old Nördlingen bronze sword. Yeah, not 34,000. This 3,400 bronze sword reveals advanced metalworking techniques. So if you see it right here, it looks incredible. By far, one of the most spectacular swords you will see with your eyes. And for it to last about 3 to 4,000 years and still look amazing, yeah, there's some grand level uh metal working with this. So here it is. In 2023, archaeologists excavating a grave in Nördlingen, Swabia, recovered a bronze sword dating to the Middle Bronze Age, more than 3,400 years ago. The weapon belongs to a rare group of octagonal swords known from southern Germany. After the find drew wide attention, the Bavarian State Office for Preservation of Monuments arranged for detailed scientific study in Berlin to answer questions about how the sword was built and decorated. The team relied on non destructive methods. At the Heltholm Zentrum, Berlin, specialists carried out high resolution computed tomography and X ray diffraction. At the Bessie 2 synchrotron, researchers from the Federal Institute of the Materials Research and Testing conducted X ray fluorescence spectroscopy at the dedicated beamline. Together, these approaches allowed a group to examine the structure, composition, and internal stress without taking samples. The sword's condition made such work worthwhile. Part of the blade still retained a metal sheen, and the cutting edge remains nearly sharp. The pommel and pommel plate display deep geometric grooves arranged in a regular pattern. These features raise questions about how the weapon had been assembled and how the decoration had been inserted. Computer tomography provided the first answers. The three-dimensional X-ray model showed that the blade continues into the hilt as a tang, an extension of the blade itself. The maker clamped this tang into the hilt and secured it with its rivets. The scan resolution reached a level where small tool marks and changes in material density became visible, offering evidence of shaping and finishing techniques. The grooves on the pommel appeared to contain a contrasting material. At first glance, it seemed like a likely candid because of its softness. X-ray fluorescence analysis told a different story. By exposing the surface to intense synchrotron radiation, researchers measured element-specific X-rays emitted by the atoms within the metal. The inlays consist of copper wires joined together. Only minor traces of tin and small amounts of lead appeared, most likely linked to the bronze alloy rather than the decoration. The choice of copper required careful work. Comparable copper wire inlays appear in other Bronze Age finds. Though through such demanding precision, the decoration is it's pretty astounding. To increase contrast between the reddish copper and the golden bronze base, the surface may have undergone chemical darkening. Researchers suggest a patination process to create visual contrast. Another set of tests focused on residual stress within the crystalline structure of the metal, heating, casting, hammering, forging, and quenching, leaving measurable patterns of compressive and tensile stress. By mapping these patterns, the team reconstructed parts of the production sequence, including forging and finishing stages. Very fascinating. So, pretty much technology these days is having to copy ancient technology just to build something that's sturdy and strong. Next up, don't you guys wish this could be you? Or I guess I wish it could be me. So, a Russian Revolution gold coin hoard worth over 500,000 discovered during house construction. Ooh-wee. Archaeologists excavating the foundation of a historic house built in Russia discovered 409 coins buried before the revolution of 1917. Archaeologists have discovered a century-old hoard of gold ruble coins underneath a house in northwestern Russia. The 409 coins were minted during the waning days of the Russian Empire and may be worth more than $500,000 today. Oh my god. So imagine that you just like stumble across the luckiest day of your life. You have a new house, or even have the house that you're currently in, and you're just digging up in the backyard and you find some gold coins. Well, guess what? Those gold coins could be the ticket out of just normal life. In a sense, look at that. It could be worth more than $500,000 today. Yeah, just put that in the bank, $500,000, and just enjoy life. That's what I would do right there with all those gold coins. Yeah, you bet. Next up, guys, this Nebula sky disk, the world's oldest depiction of astronomical phenomena, and it may depict the Pleiades. The unique bronze and gold Nebula sky disk appears to represent what the night sky looked like more than 3 millennia ago. The Nebula sky disk was discovered in an artifact hoard in 1999 when metal detectorists illegally excavated it from an ancient religious site on a hill near Nebula, a town in the Germany state of Saxony-Anhalt. After police recovered the disc in 2002, archaeologists studied the unique object, revealing it's up to 3,800 years old, and it's the world's oldest depiction of an astronomical phenomena. Whoa. The sky disk was crafted from about 8.8 pounds of bronze, according to the State Museum of Prehistory in Halle, Germany, where the object is on display. The bronze was flattened into a disc of 12.6 inches in diameter and decorated with 1.8 ounces of gold inlay, representing a boat, a crescent moon, a full moon, or a sun, and a series of stars. Based on the style of axes and the carbon dating of the wood and the hilts of the swords recovered along with the disc of the metal hoard, experts think the sky disc was buried around 1600 BCE because during the early Bronze Age, but it may have been created 2 centuries earlier. Whoa. That's fascinating. So they were creating not just like cheap wall paintings, but they were creating tools that they could use to calculate the sun and the sky better than us these days. That's for sure. Pretty cool. Next up, fish oil supplement have serious cardiovascular events on patients' dialysis. So, big fish oil usage per day will help out people with kidney failures, or people who are having heart attacks, strokes, cardiac death, vascular related amputation symptoms. Fish oil supplements and the omega-3 count is by far one of the greatest things that you could take at any age, or just eat your fish. Do whatever you got to do to get your proper vitamins, nutrients, amino acids, and minerals in you. It'll save your life. Promise that. Next up, I guess these AI powered robots are going to learn how to save our life too. So, over at the Osaka Metropolitan University, a new tomato picking robot is learning to think before it acts. Instead of simply identifying ripe fruit, it predicts how easy each tomato will be to harvest and adjust its appropriation accordingly. These smarter strategy boosted success rates of 81%, and the robot even switching angles when needed. The breakthrough could pave the way for farms where robots and humans work side by side. Awesome. That's pretty cool. If it could harvest 81% better, then yeah, I'm all for it. Next up, from the New York University, scientists link childhood stress to lifelong digestive issues. Early life stress may set the stage for long time digestive problems by disrupting the gut brain connection. Studies in both mice and thousands of children found links to symptoms like pain, constipation, and IBS. Scientists discovered that the different biological pathways control different gut issues, hinting at a more personalized treatments in the future. The research also highlights how a child's early environment can have lasting physical effects and not just emotional ones. Next up, a new magic mushroom drug could treat depression without psychedelic hallucinations. Scientists are exploring a new way to harness the medical promising uh, of the healing factor of psychedelic compounds without the mind bending side effects. This is from the American Chemical Society. Researchers create modified versions of psilocin, an active form of psilocybin from magic mushrooms, that still target key serotonin pathways linked to depression and other brain disorders, but appear to cause fewer far psychedelic like effects. Magic magic mushrooms will be one of the greatest healers to the world ever. Next up, from the University of California, San Francisco, exercise may sharpen the mind by repairing the brain's protective shield. Research found that physical activity prompts the liver to release an enzyme that removes a harmful protein, causing the blood brain barrier to become leaky with age. In older mice, dialing down this protein reduced inflammation and improved memory. The discovery points to a surprising body to brain pathway that could inspire new Alzheimer's therapies. Woo, guys. Oh my. Well, that was it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Quick 30-minute episode. And it was everything that we needed to know. There was a link that I could not read. It seemed that it was a feed of live updates, so it might have been too big of a stream and a file itself. But it was talking about what's happened over the last month or two since America has declared war in South America, and how last night there were some bombings in Colombia that the Colombian president blamed on the Ecuador president, and he's saying that they don't want to start no war, so please inform the president to don't start no war with it, but don't let that happen. Oh, just a whole bunch of drama, man. Left, right, up, down. These guys, those guys. My team's better than your team. My government's better than your government. Blah blah blah. It's all the same game. We just need to choose love, peace, and happiness. With that, guys, I hope you guys have a good night. Please, guys, if you guys could, just remember, God loves you. God made you perfect. Be blessed. Be high. See you guys next time on the 509 Divine Pints podcast. Peace. I love you guys.